As a result of sharp rise in food prices, retail inflation jumped to 7.44% in July 2023 from 4.87% in June 2023. It is the fastest pace of retail inflation since April 2022 and the first time in over a year since September 2022. The price of vegetables rose 37.3% and the price of cereals and pulses rose over 13%, increasing the food bill by more than 12.3% for urban consumers and 11% for rural consumers. According to the National Statistical Office, rural residents faced a higher inflation rate of 7.63% in July 2023 compared to June 2023. The Consumer Price Index increased 2.9% while food prices rose 6.7%. Inflation in July 2023 exceeded most estimates, breaking a 4-month streak below the central bank's 6% tolerance threshold and challenged its recent 6.2% average inflation projection for July to September 2023. Inflation may be tempered a little in August by a slight drop in tomato prices, high pulse spice up by 21.6%, milk up by 8.34%, and cereal prices still remain a big concern, as is a below normal monsoon forecast for this month and a patchy crop sowing progress that is being observed across India. In its latest credit policy, RBI said it would act if conditions warranted it. The trigger for raising the interest rate could be pulled if inflation exceeds 7% for 2 consecutive months. An interest rate hike cannot be ruled out even though its probability is still low. It is expected that the first interest rate cut from its current levels will not occur until the second quarter of 2024-25 with a relatively shallow cut cycle of 50 to 75 basis points. A basis point is equal to 0.01%. In July 2023, wholesale prices remained deflationary for the 4th month in a row, but food and primary articles increased by over 7.5%, narrowing June's 92-month low of minus 4.1% to minus 1.36%. In July 2023, vegetable prices shot up 81.1% compared to June and 62.1% higher than a year ago, hit the highest level in nearly a decade at the wholesale level. The prices of milk, wheat, and cereals are up over 8% year over year, while pulses and paddy are up over 9%. Consumer prices, however, were not relieved by lower wholesale prices for non-food items. Despite 9% spending increases on personal care and effects and 6.2% inflation in healthcare, the only major relief for consumers came from edible oils, whose prices dropped by 16.9% in July. Food prices for early August do not look promising, and headline CPI inflation is expected to rise above 6.5% in August before cooling off in September 2023. As a result of lack of rainfall in August 2023 so far, food prices are likely to rise as the Kharif sowing season lags across some crops. As a result of these increases, the wholesale price index WPI rose almost 2% from June's levels. Primary articles rose over 8% and food prices rose by 7.1%. The prices of manufactured products fell 2.5%, while fuel and power prices fell 12.8%. But on a sequential basis, deflation in these two segments was just 0.3% and 0.5% respectively. Primary food prices accounted for more than 80% of the uptick in the headline WPI in July as compared with June 2023. Hope the information is useful to you all. Thank you very much for your patient hearing.